Welcome back, everyone, and good evening. My name is Zanaris, your DM for the evening, and I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, but we are back again. And Intrepid Adventurers, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Intrepid Adventurers.
Hi to everybody.
We are so excited to be here with you. A lot of things happen in real life, but we are back. And we are so glad to be back because we love you oh so very much. Now, we're going to touch a few things so that you guys understand what the hell's been going on with the channel. And our Trepidan editor and her husband-in-chief, they have gone out, they've moved, they've been doing a whole bunch of things. I wasn't sure what else to call them. But anyway, they've actually gone out, they moved, they're finally in their new place, which is nice and pretty. They got all their boxes in and all that other stuff. Maha's actual person has been dealing with some real life things as well, and we just have been dragging.
I just lost everybody.
There we
go. As we've been dragging them along for the entirety of this nonsense, but we are back, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back in all of this. I know that we started a little late. So, I'm just going to touch on a few things. Something Wicked This Way is going to be around once every month on a Sunday. And we'll be talking about all that fun stuff. Thank you for everyone that actually came and talked and added some little bit of information. All that stuff about all scary people. But next time around, we're going to be talking about some...
Damn, I keep logging out.
Unless anyone has anything else to add, I would like to jump right into it to begin the pain that I wish to unleash upon you and your love. Also, there is some music that I put in the live audience chat here in our Discord. Please go and listen to it. There's other music there as well. If you have any music that you want to go and play in the background that sadly we can't play because a lot of this copyright, please feel free to do that. And I see that my editor-in-chief looks like a theme is about to go right out of her right eyeball. Cause you good?
No, I am not good. I'm working on it. Don't you worry.
Thanks. They dropped out.
While she's doing that, relate. We find Helena traveling after the events that happened in Windsor. They have gone off to begin their adventure, meeting up with old and meeting some new enemies. Seeing that the numbers number 8, an experimental monstrosity created by number, built the pure intention, sass, arrived, but was defeated. And as they began to run, a few more things. Justala realized that her beloved wife, Death, had gotten some things worked out, and she has a new bodyguard, a soothsayer by the name of Fernway. Fernway, strange type, helping her in particular in the days. But things got a little weird. Events started to transpire, showing that the numbers were desperate. A shard of the Lich's emerald countered inside the made seeing had become creatures known as Legion, the souls and entities that inhabit, that live. Thankfully, due to the very, very good vision of some of our, they were able to destroy the shard, and she was set free before the shard was able to erode her body. Meeting Lil B, our guest star now, and giving a little bit of a hand. Next time around, they bumped into a very average human boy, a wizard that seems to be the nephew of a known merchant by the name of Gustav. His name is Gus. As things began to transpire, we also bumped into one, making one last to claim number 2. After some back and forth, one realized that he wasn't going to make any more leeway. So there was no more leeway to be made. Storm began to touch Helena, but not of rain, but of gem dust that began to sweep across the city of Helena, claiming quite a few hundred of their people, legions spreading like a bite. And now, that being said, the crew realized that they had to run, and as they were inside of Dragon's Last Breath, they began to think about just what the next steps were. To my shock, they actually managed to get to Dristala and Fernway, run, to escape Helena as they held down the forming into 2 groups, Team Distraction and Team Checkpoint. Team Checkpoint. Now
You might check your sundial, Daniel.
Cool. Give me one. Huh.
Mm-hmm. We might take maybe a small break, maybe.
Yeah.
But no.
We'll be right
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah.
God.
we're back.
With a cat.
And we're back.
Oh, there's a kid.
So,
So
As
many
I was-
kitties.
the team has separated into group. Team distraction. Team checkpoint. Team distraction making the way over. No? Same thing? Breaking up again?
Yep.
I need help. I need
Viewers, you'd like to help? I don't even know what's wrong.
Like, comment, and subscribe to help the DM get his mic problems fixed.
Oh wait,
Jesus.
okay. I actually can help you maybe if it's your internet connection.
Okay.
All right. So I want you to type in your little search bar.
Sure.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Well, we can do this together if you want.
Okay, it's okay.
Live. If anyone else is having difficulties with their internet connection, be sure to follow along.
We are not sponsored by any internet company we make.
All right. So type in
Like-
CMD and you're gonna bring up the command prompt.
CMD?
Hmm.
Command.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Uh,
we're shooting with Legion. Please enjoy as we try to solve our technical difficulties.
All right. Do you have the command prompts brought up?
The command prompt.
I want you to type in ping, P-I-N-G,
He.
space,
Wait.
Big stretch.
Do my P and G space.
like ping like in Mulan, and
then
then 8, and then 8.8.8.8. So there should be 4 8s.
8.8.8.
Yeah.
Press enter.
That's the IP for Google. So now you're gonna hit enter,
Okay.
and then it'll run for a second, and I want you to see if you have any packet loss.
Packets sent or received for loss is 0.
Lost is 0. Okay. I gotta remember what the other prompt is.
I hope you don't need anything in.
There is a cat on
There's
your
a
lap.
cat in my lap. If you want something, you're gonna have to get it yourself for a
I
while.
always have to remember what this. Okay, so you're not having any packet loss, so that could be like why you drop in and out is because a packet gets dropped. Well,
His video looks fine and it isn't dropping in quality, so I don't think it's the internet.
yeah, it's sometimes a little harder to see when frames drop, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, because it's like you're sitting in one place the whole time. Well, we could try one more thing. So, all right. So back in the command prompt window,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to type. This is not like a real word, so you're gonna have to just listen to how I spell it. It's trace, TRADE.
P-V-E.
How many cut out, and then RT.
Okay, wait. T-R-A.
Oh, you're cutting out.
T-R-A.
Mm-hmm. CERT.
T-E-R-T.
Yeah, C is in like Charlie.
Okay.
Space. And then you're gonna do like a dash, like a minus sign.
Okay.
And then you're gonna do the letter like D as in Delta.
D.
And then space. And then you're gonna do 8.8.8.8 like 4 times.
Tracing route. 8. 30.
And just copy and paste what it says. And like you can either DM me or send it. I had to do this with several of my friends because when it rains, she has packet loss really bad, and you can actually track where her internet gets lost in Ireland. Like it goes through Ireland up until where she is, where it's raining, and then it drops.
Well,
I have sent you the thing.
It is. Oh wow, that looks really funky.
Gypsy.
I'm not even hide. You. Is it long ways like that? Does it not show you like rows?
It does, but it didn't let me print it. I mean, copy it like.
Can you like print screen and paste it into Paint and then show it to me?
You know what? I think I just figured it
Oh, did you?
out.
Because I saw something funky on there, but
Yeah, no. I think I got.
hi.
Give me 1 sec.
I hope
Maybe
everyone's
do-
enjoying this session of Dungeons and Tech Support.
Dungeon and tech support.
With kitties.
So some of you may not know this, but Daniel has stinky NVIDIA drivers that decide to and upload and do things. I think we got it. Give me 1 sec.
Nope, we lost.
1 second.
That was pretty funny. He was cutting it out like stinky.
This is Comedy Gold, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I want to do one of those. What Twitch says we're doing is Roblox. What we say we're doing is D&D. What we're actually doing is troubleshooting.
Yes.
We should be
You
telling
know,
this episode
it makes me want to play
advertising.
off. Did you guys ever watch Hello from the Magic Tavern? They play a D&D game called Offices and Bosses. They're like in like a fantasy world, so they play like D&D of like the real world. And so you're like in a bureaucratic company,
Oh my god.
and so one
That
of the
sounds
classes.
hilarious.
It's so stupid. Like
I actually, you recommended Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm pretty sure it was you. And so I actually have it up on a tab on my computer, which I hate tabs. So for me, that's a pretty serious thing. So that I can start listening to it.
Daniel started, and he like got like 40 episodes in. Like one of the last times you and I talked about it, he started listening to it. He's like, "I'm 40 episodes in," and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Wow.
That's
It sounds like something that's very good for me to listen to while I'm working.
it is.
Um,
It's a great
and-
one to listen to while you're doing stuff.
I'm gonna eat some salad.
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 Like one of the classes that someone plays is like the trainee or the intern. Yeah, and it's just super boring. Like it's just they're playing and they're like, "All right, you have to fight the copier machine." What's the copier? Yeah, like no one knows what that is, so it's just super stupid. Gypsy, get out.
They want to be the intern. The intern's the only one who gets to leave the office.
True. There was like the guy that's the wizard in the show. He plays like the son of the owner of the company, and it's super weird because he sounds like a wizard in the show, but when he uses his like Midwestern normal voice, I didn't know it was him. I was like, who's this guy talking in the show? And it's like, it's the wizard because he sounds so like
Master of roleplay.
yeah, like he just sounds like something out of a Shakespeare play the whole time you ever listen to him. And then he like
That's
uses his normal Chicago accent voice, and it's super weird. They're so good. Like that improv group that runs that thing is super amazing. You guys need to listen to it, Emily and Fran.
Yes,
Eventually.
I have so much on my to watch and listen and read.
Oh, and mine is quite long, and it will remain long for a while.
Yeah.
I
There
work
goes
12
50.
hours
Ah,
a day.
good job. She's jumped everywhere.
That's a solid 10 out of 10 for me on that leap.
Good landing.
That's-
She stuck it.
That's
Yeah.
why I adopted her, is because she jumps suicidally off of things.
Oh, hey,
I mean, there are other ways to choose your cat, but that's a good one.
Well, she was like, I've told Melanie this a billion times, so she's heard the story, but Gypsy was like this big, and the vet was trying to get me to adopt. I was bringing like my roommate's cat to the vet at the time, and the vet comes out and was like, had something in her hands, and I didn't know what it was, and she's standing there and she's about to show me this cat in her hand, and the cat leaps off
Oh my gosh.
onto like the vet table that was like really far away, and the cat startled itself and
Aww.
peed a little. And it was a kitten, and like smaller than a dollar bill, as Gypsy. And she's like landed, and it was like, oh fuck.
Took landing even then.
And she does stuff like that. She jumps off of like the second story
Oh my
of
god.
my house. And she's like 8 pounds. She's a little cat.
I
She-
will never tire of hearing that story. So
I love hearing stories of how people acquire their pets. Some of them are really cute.
My-
we picked Fiona because she was aggressive.
What? That's why you picked her? That's amazing.
So
It's melting.
Bye.
my mom had dogs, and we wanted a cat that wasn't going to be intimidated by the dogs. And okay, so I was young and didn't know any better, and a lot of my choices with Fiona were my parents' choices. So we got her from a pet store, and someone else had a dog there, and my mom asked if we could put the cat next to the dog and see, because there were 2 cats. And so my mom asked if we could put the 2 cats next to the dog and see how they reacted. And the dog was on a leash, and the lady was cool with it, so we did. And the other cat ran and hid, but Fiona stood her ground and hissed at the dog,
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh,
And
Fiona is
So-
not afraid of nobody.
Fiona does not take no shit.
Fiona is a
Is
grumpy
that why-
rain cloud
Is
cat.
that why she's grumpy?
Feeling lonely.
Out of curiosity, before we go too much into it, please tell me that something has choice. It's so doing.
You cut
It just
out
you
so
sounded
much.
perfect and then it cut out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, I am the DM now.
Welcome to
Look
the
at
cat
me.
stream.
I
I
have the appropriate shirt. I just need the appropriate creature. Where's my cat?
You guys both have kitties, and you live. I love that you have kitties in both of your. Enough for
We have-
both of you.
Jump
We have
on Chief.
3.
There you go. Good girl.
We have enough for both of us, and then 1 to spare.
Yeah, one for Gus.
That's amazing.
I don't know.
I don't want to get up.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Did you figure out? Did you think it was like your update?
Yeah, I thought it was. Then I fucking deleted all my temporary files. Did a scan for a bunch.
Oh boy.
Man, it's cutting out bad.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
kind of
why
getting
don't you
worse.
try doing your phone? Why don't we just try doing this all through your phone, and then you can just look at your stuff on your computer.
There you go.
Here's
Hopefully
Leo
that
with
works.
Brad ideas.
This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Big bucks.
Big bucks.
And if they ain't paying you the big bucks, they should be paying you the big bucks.
It's not a large amount of money. It's just large dollar bills.
They're just large.
Right, it makes you feel like it. They literally give you those checks that are like
Size
the
of-
sweepstakes checks, but
Yeah.
but that's just like my paycheck. That's average for my area. I actually I had a really funny moment today where someone called me and they're like, yeah, we can't get on the website. And I always laugh. I'm like, all right, tell me the URL in the URL bar. Because everyone logs
Oh,
into
no.
something
Oh,
else,
no.
and it's never my website. And so and then they're like, it's the school website, and they read it perfectly, and I was like, uh-oh, and I had to look, and the website was down. And I was like,
Oh no.
I actually should have believed you. I just was rolling my eyes, it's fine. You're logging into Blackboard or something. And then the
To be
website was
fair
actually-
to you, my very first thought was this is user error in some way. Your
always
internet,
Always
user-
user
your
error.
internet's
Always
down.
user
You
error.
typed it in incorrectly.
Calm down, Speedy.
I can't believe she let you hold her that long.
I know. She hates being
the
held.
last day.
Because there's so many cats around
Well-
and she had to show them up.
Speaking of which, where's Munchie? Can I scooch back?
I have. You can scooch. back
Okay,
over
do you know
to
what?
Munchie.
How about this? Is this fucking working?
Yes.
So
Turn
far,
on
you're
your
not
video.
cutting out.
We can hear you.
Okay, give me a
Son of a bitch. Do I at least sound clear?
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder if you could turn on your video on your. Oh wait, you don't have 2 accounts. I was like, I have 2 accounts. One I could do video on your computer and one on your phone.
Do you need 2 accounts?
I think so, because I think it'll try to log you in on one or the other.
Yeah,
Oh.
it will. I've done it before,
Yeah.
and it will log you out of what you were and log you into the other one.
You know what? Fuck it. Okay.
There we go.
Hey! Yay!
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, well, no more messing around. This is what we're doing. You can hear me, so we're good.
Can
Son of a
see.
bitch.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You sound good.
So
We're doing some like hillbilly
we're doing some wild shit now.
stuff right here.
Okay. Fucking hit it before I lose the last bit of patience I got.
Okay, sweet. At least you can get on roll 20 now, you know.
Is that your romance? The
My romance partner.
yes, that's yes.
The romance partner.
Is that
Okay.
from? Is that
Oh,
from
that's
the
from
thing?
Baron from the Baroness. He's one
Yeah.
of my favorite characters.
What does he say? He's like, "You do not
Who's
speak to
talking?
your romance partner that
You-
way."
Why would you say such terrible things to your romance partner? It's not my fault
partner.
I'm born of lies. Is it the deceiver's fault or the deceived?
Oh, you're so
Okay.
good at doing the voice. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Hi guys, we got distracted.
Are we live right now? Because if we
Yeah.
are,
Us
that's funny.
distracted?
Live.
Yes.
Okay.
He never
Hi.
stopped being live.
What you guys may not realize, I am now on my fucking phone because you know what? We're gonna fucking do this thing and we're gonna do it now because I'm gonna lose my mind. So
He needs
As
to
I was
kill
saying.
Glorious.
people.
Hmm?
You need to kill people. We understand.
I need death. With that being said,
Volunteer Gus.
Ah!
2 teams.
Volunteer guest.
He's just
We
a
have
boy.
2 teams.
Just a little
And-
boy.
On these 2 teams, Teams Checkpoint and Team Distraction. Team Distraction has now made their way to the church, where they found Vendella and the Migonettes. Also to go and find Vendella losing his mind, calling upon the Black Tongue God and claiming that he was tired of being the lesser. With that, he began his attack. Little B realizing that there was just a little bit of the Lich's emerald dust inside of his eye.
I thought you said it was
And-
outside his eye.
Right here in the corner.
Okay.
Just enough in the tear duct.
Like
With that,
enough that maybe you should get like a
Shut up,
Utensil in
Leo.
there.
Shut up, Leo.
with that in those moments of that happening, Vendella reached out and shot lightning from his hands. You see, I said chain of lightning, but I'm gonna have to retract that. It's just a lightning spell. Now,
trademark.
out of those people, I have Rory, I have Wilbur, and I have Little B. I'm going to be rolling a 1d3. Or 1d4, really. And we're going to decide who gets it.
Dang.
I thought
So
you
it's
already
not a
did
chain
that.
lightning spell?
Was it? It is not a chain lightning spell, no.
Okay.
I had to retract, forgive me. I got very excited and I said chain lightning, but no, it is not, because he's not that high of a magic user.
Hmm.
Lucky for you. But,
That's amazing that he's not, since he was able to do so much powerful stuff earlier. Like I thought.
oh, you'll
for
see in a
sure.
second. But, we're, yes.
I'm sorry. Do we know what he is? Is he like a wizard
No.
or a warlock or a cleric?
He's never said, but you're about to find out in a real bad second. So, Little B, will you please go and roll a dexterity save for me? You're gonna have to beat a 16.
It has to be a what?
Beat a 16.
Dexterity.
Oh, but wait, I have special halfling luck. So if
Oh,
I
you
roll
rolled a
one, I
one.
can
Okay,
roll
so
again.
Ah,
So let me roll
Hit it.
again.
good.
Come on, please, oh please, oh please. Oh!
lucky Little B. Little B, as the lightning cracks out Vendella's hands and the remaining parts of skin that were still on there, reach out Shit. You take 10 points of electricity damage, well, lightning damage will be.
From a 20?
Yeah.
That should
Wow.
have been
Okay.
higher. But
It's-
anyway, so
I
as the
don't know.
lightning reaches out from his left hand, Vendela begins to look at all of you as his eyes flash into a bright green. And you hear a familiar voice, Rory and Wilbur. It didn't have to go like this, you know. It really didn't. You see as his face begins to smile, almost in feline-like characteristics as his
You really
lips
are
curl up
weak.
to the side.
How long have you been infecting and trying to control him? It took you this long?
Roll intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh, yeah, sure. One sec. Let me just get it up.
I didn't even think about that.
Intimidation.
smart.
That is a 12 and a 12.
A 12?
Yep. Two solid
That's above
12s.
average.
You see for the slightest moment, he stops.
Vendela must be putting up barely a fight for you to be able to do that.
Don't worry. It's not going to matter in a few moments anyways. You see the rest of these people here? I'm going to kill every single person in this room.
Sorry.
And it's going to be your fault. It's going to be all of your fault. This whole city? Did you think that I just hit this city? And you see Vendela's fingers starting to kind of crimp up a bit. Did you think that I would just go that far? Or did you think that maybe I didn't realize that 2 wasn't with you? Where is 2, by the way? Where are you hiding him? Is he inside your pocket, Rory? Got him like a little mouse. And you see the Migonets begin to separate as they begin to form up lines. And you hear Vendela's voice. Children, easy. Don't hurt our friends yet. Not yet. Soon.
I'd like to look at that nurse. Can I pick out which one is the war veteran?
You see, she's the only one with the crossbow risen. And she still has it trained. And she has it trained on Vendela.
Don't shoot. He's being controlled.
We're all friends here.
Little B, since you gave the help action, roll persuasion with advantage.
Go on, little
Okey-doke.
B.
Got this.
Hold on just a minute.
Can you hear Fran?
When I do hear it's very laggy.
And if you can, there is music inside of the live chat. You might want to listen to it because it makes this scene even better.
Hold on.
Oh, it's eerie with that music on.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm putting it on right now.
You
Oh,
get
that's a
advantage. Roll one more time.
Okay.
terrible score.
Oh, I know.
Bummer.
Little B, as you begin to say it, you stutter for a moment. The words leaving you as you begin to realize, is that really my friend?
Oh, wait.
Is
I
this-
forgot to add
Oh.
my persuasion. I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
plus
that's okay.
10. It's 2 plus 10 is 12.
Oh,
Okay, above average.
plus 10. Wait, are you sure? That's a high.
That's what it says. It says persuasion plus 10. Because I have a really high
Yeah.
charisma.
Damn.
Like a really high charisma.
So as you say that, you see the Migonet, there's a doubt in that moment. Sir? Sir? Let's give it a shot, everybody.
Mm,
And you see Vendela stop. He turns to her. And he turns back one eye. Skin slowly starting to fall off the burnt, charred remains of his bottom jaw. And his eyes grow bright green. Vendella's not here right now. But don't worry. We are. And his hands begin to open up one more time. I'm going to destroy everything here. They'll find your bodies in the ruins. With that,
Now, last
team
time-
checkpoint.
Yes. Oh, team checkpoint.
What was that?
Never mind.
So, team checkpoint.
Team
I
checkpoint.
personally, as you begin to go over, you realize you see it. The mansion in the map. It's closer than what you think. You see derelict walls, boarded up windows, a garden long dead that hasn't been attended to. What do you do?
How far is it? Do we think?
Allow me just a moment, because since I'm on my phone. So sorry, everybody.
You could use your computer, even if you use your phone for your visuals. You
Yeah.
should be able to use your computer.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, that's
use
what I
Roll20 on your
recommend.
computer.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay, so we should.
All right. So, team distraction.
We're on the roof.
Funny.
We just got back
You hear a
from.
soft voice in your left ear. The guards, they're trying their best. My champion,
Oh, well, we don't hear it.
I think maybe we don't have to do this, you know. I think they need your help. I see something terrible about to happen. He waits for you. He does not realize it, but I can feel his presence. If we go now, we can take him. But in doing so, you put your friends at risk. But we can take him. We can end it.
Then we take him.
Then we take him.
We're all at risk as long as he's still around.
He's in the mansion. I feel him. He's distracted.
Any idea what part?
He protects himself using technologies and abominations that I have not seen before. I can reach him. But we can hurt him. If it bleeds, it can die.
Guys, he's definitely in there.
How can you tell? Wait, who? Who's in there?
Is it number one?
I believe so, yes.
All of
Maha
you,
looks
please,
out.
give me a solid. Go and roll a perception check.
Well,
18.
That was a 5. But a 5 is a natural 1, so I don't notice anything.
Well,
Gosh.
skills, it doesn't matter.
As they're talking out like that, where the hell is everybody?
wait,
Wait.
there's no.
All the villagers are gone?
You begin to see the streets empty. And with that 18, correct?
Yes.
They're heading up north en masse.
Guys, I think all these random zombie villagers are going to the rest of the team.
Oh, did they?
They're all marching north.
Maha would like to see if we can see like anything going on up there. We're on the roof,
Okay.
so
You're on the roof. I'll go on. You know what? I'll let you get one more perception check before you decide to move.
Everyone?
Everyone. Unless you want to roll on that 18. I'm not gonna be. Ooh, I saw 23 just now.
23.
ooh, that was Lonnie.
I mean, I rolled a 13 now, but if you'll let me keep the previous roll.
Well, no,
I have
I'll
15.
go on and say that you're pretty. You see it. They're amassing. They're literally not even paying attention to the guards. The guards are beginning to push in through the side. But they are massing towards the north. You begin to see almost a green glow begin to fill up the streets as they begin to march in force.
Are they like synchronized or something? Are they like
With
Falling
that
up,
very
or-
good 23, you would swear that they were almost like clockwork creatures all of a sudden. Step by step by step in unison as they begin to move forward.
Well, I think I know what's distracting him.
I just noticed on the chat that there's a certain word that's been banned.
Oh.
Number.
Oh dang.
The antagonist seems to be doing some things.
El número.
Numero.
Known as the
No
numerical
worries.
primary value.
So,
The
you now
integer.
see the action seems to have no guards around it.
Ah, all right. So Maha would like to take off.
I
I got adrenaline. I'm ready to go. I'm hardcore this. Hardcore.
Maha,
Yes.
run up. Slow
Huh?
and quiet. He's distracted. If we sneak
Okay.
in, we could take him.
Hmm.
We can
And
do
I
that.
think this, and I pointed to all of
sneaky.
the. I pointed at all of the people. I think this is what's distracting him. If he's focused on this, he won't be focused on what's in the room with him.
So if we can get by on complete surprise, number one is very sneaky. I could not catch number one last time I chased them. I ran very fast. So let's do it.
I think whatever he's doing with our friends, I think that it's probably taking all his focus. So if we don't draw his attention, we might be able to just end this.
Sounds good.
Don't
Let's
worry,
do-
guys. You guys have a secret weapon. Me.
Oh no.
Yes. Very, very consoling. I'm a child.
A dangerous child.
Dangerous child. The boy who lived.
Oh lordy.
That's canon. Maha was the first person to make that mention.
Suddenly, two round glasses appear on my face.
Start having like a scar right here.
So are we
Alright.
sneaking? Are we running? What are we doing?
I could have ran, but we should sneak. Let's
Okay.
snickety snake.
I would
Snake.
like to go and have 3 sneak stealth rolls, please.
Come on, guys.
And
And
you
don't forget
have-
the cloak you have, Lami.
Yes. I
Okay.
thank you for the
Ooh.
reminder. I appreciate it.
Ooh.
Is it a +5?
Yeah, no, you guys. Lonnie, all of a sudden, Lonnie, as you begin to walk, you
Yes.
feel that your steps get lighter. As you do that,
Is it because
And
of
you
her
see-
spider climb slippers?
as you see Gus and Maha running with you, you see that the shoes begin to kind of grip your feet a little bit. And what seems to look like little tarantula claws grow
Oh.
out.
Oh,
And instead of your
gross.
feet touching the ground,
Oh.
it looks like little legs kind of running around with it. But it doesn't make
I'm
much
okay with
noise
it.
at all. Just
That's terrible. No.
Yes, that's awesome.
Warning to
I love
anyone
it. Nightmare
that's
fuel right there.
Like, if anyone's afraid of spiders, like, we should have given a warning, Daniel.
Oh, trigger warning. Sorry.
I
But,
want to be that
Arachnophobia
gal, but
triggers.
also spiders don't have claws. They have fangs.
Fantasy spiders.
Okay,
they're more like
alright, that's fair.
scorpions.
Go with it.
There.
You begin to make it up to the mansion. Very late, the door cracked completely down to the side. What was once a beautiful statement to opulence is now gone, dusty, untouched.
Definitely taking every chance we get to be stealthy, be quiet, be observant, looking for traps, looking for guards, looking for any indication of where
I would like.
this villain might be.
I would like a. Tell me a sequence of who's going in first.
I'll go.
Okay, you're going to go first, okay.
Lonnie is a dungeon delver. She looking for traps is her thing.
Good.
And so she's going to be very vigilant of specifically of traps, but also of guards.
Do an investigation check for me as you begin to go through the door.
It's a 12.
Can I do a help action?
You know what? Yeah. You can reroll that.
That was not better. That was a 9.
We tried.
Can I do a help action?
No.
As you begin to go through the door, the floor seems completely covered in dust. Like, no one has walked in here for a long time. Come on, a long time. All three of you roll a perception check for me.
22.
18.
20.
Ooh,
With a natural, not natural, but dirty
No.
20.
you all hear it.
Filthy.
How much longer do we have to wait? We should have already been wrapping up everything. This is taking too long, Ample. We will stay as long as is necessary. You know that. This whole city is being taken over by creatures now. How is Osiris ever going to make it back to us? We do not leave unless the scourge comes back. I will not make that clearer to you. Understand. Our chains are our obligations.
We hear where it's coming from?
It's coming from inside the house, but you're not sure. They're not trying to sneak in their words.
Are these guys friends of yours?
How are they supposed to even make it in here, though? Who the hell's going to try to make it into the city now like this? We wait, as I explained to you before. We wait. Whatever. And you just hear something knock over. Sekmet. Taset. Fata. You hear heavy armor. The smell in this place is bothering me. I'm going to walk around a little bit, stretch out my legs. You think I'm gonna stay here with whatever the fuck this place is supposed to be? Don't go too far, my dear Sekmet. I would hate for something to happen to you. It would break my heart.
Hey.
And you hear in a soft whisper, what heart? Ample? and the conversation ends.
Maha would like to jump on top of Lonnie, like on her shoulders, look at Gus, and throw up a minor illusion on him and Lonnie to look like the wall on the outside of the house. Gus is on their own, but because I know he's got it too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you can't see
You
me.
see
Mm-hmm.
what looks to be
I
a
draw a sword.
dwarven woman with a long, thick black beard, but curvy, oddly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mohawked hair, all to the side shaved, pale as milk,
She looks
walking with what seems to be Tarians in the same paladin-like armor that Osiris's troops were in. You see that she's kind of stroking her beard a little bit. I fucking hate this place. You see that she begins to go and walk past. She walks. She begins to walk outside.
Oh no.
Really? As they walk out, and it's just like this, you see that she stops for a second, puts her hand out about 2 centimeters from one of your heads. Master Sekhmet, do you think it's a good idea for you to be walking outside like this? No, who gives a shit? They go and they light up what seems to be some type of pipe. This air is too humid for me anyways. I prefer the desert air.
Maha's covering their mouth to not
So-
breathe on them or make the smoke go anywhere.
What smoke?
Fair.
Wait, what smoke?
I-
Maha?
Hi.
What?
Thanks.
If I move at all, does it break minor illusion?
It's within the 5-foot space. So if you move
The
out,
moment you get out that space.
yeah, you're in the wall. So if you move outside the wall, you look like you come through it.
Right. So if I draw my sword, does that break minor illusion?
I don't think so. As long
No,
as she
you're
can't
still
hear
within
it.
You do it
5-inch space.
slowly and don't make noise.
Okay. So Lonnie is, I promise and I swear, Lonnie is not usually a bloodthirsty person. She does
Lies.
not go murder hobo on things. However,
It's a special
believe-
occasion.
I do believe that they said the magic words. So unless somebody stops me, I'm going to draw my sword and
You're gonna
attack
shank her through the
the-
wall.
I would
yeah, there's two of them right there,
I
right?
think this is such appropriate
This-
timing because I put a poll out of who would die first, Lonnie, Gus, and Maha. Gus was in first place until you started talking about drawing your sword, and you jumped to first place, Lonnie.
Oh no.
It has 0 votes though.
I'm not dying.
Well, statistically,
So,
I'm getting the jump
I am
on
attached to
Servant
you,
of
by the
of
way.
Osiris.
I'll explain. Sekhmet, the female Tarian, that seems to be a dwarf, pulling on their beard, has their hand up and a pipe in the other hand. Behind her are Tauset and Fatah, both in heavy plate.
Oh shit.
But if you notice, though, they're not paying attention. They seem very distracted. As a matter of fact, and I'm actually going to go with the perceptions that you had. They look nervous.
Mm-hmm.
They look very nervous. Sekhmet, not so much.
Mm-hmm. Maha is gonna look at. Maha's on her shoulder and like shaking her head, like
Lonnie, do you pull your flag?
I'm gonna start going no.
I like do this, Maha.
Oh, actually, I have a spell. I don't need to do this. I'm gonna whisper. We don't have. We're not.
We don't even need spells. We have the communication stones
Oh, right.
in
We
our
have
ears.
communication. Well, we can't talk. Whisper.
No,
But-
it's all in your head. There's no talking.
Heathens.
We aren't heathens. We are sophisticated magic folk. That doesn't just
Segment.
shake and say no.
Segment's beginning to pull her hand back. Stretching again.
Let's more recon is what Maha's gonna say to Lonnie. Don't blow our cover, cause number one surprise.
Oh. You
We're
said-
Osiris' servants.
I know. Better timing after we kill number one.
Guys,
As you say
we're outside. We don't know how many more there'll be inside.
As you
true.
say that,
Mm-hmm.
you actually hear Fata.
That's one of the ladies.
Master Segment. Yes. What? I think this place is cursed. I keep hearing noises. And you see Segment turn. The fuck is wrong with you? Are we not assassins and you're afraid of fucking noise now? The creak of wood scares you?
Can I
Yes.
can I use prestidigitation without breaking minor illusion?
I
think
don't
You
think it.
can't do both spells. You would have to go and drop one to do the other, I believe.
Well, he didn't
Well, it's
cast
not
it.
constant.
Okay then.
He
Can I use my natural stealthiness to hide, like, between Lonnie's legs, because they are bigger than me, and I'll be within their minor illusion.
I will allow you to do this on a stealth check of they're right there in front of you is gonna be with disadvantage, but you can roll it.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I'm not
like-
gonna do nothing. I'm gonna chicken out.
Oh boy.
Never mind.
You can do it.
But
I believe in you.
I think it's not concentration.
So you can.
I guess it would.
Oh, then if it's not, then yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
Because I have an eyeball on the other team. Remember? Because we almost broke. We thought
That's
I broke it.
You know what? What do you
mhm.
do with your presentation, Gus?
Okay, since they're hearing creepy noises, I want to create a sound that's like a whisper behind their ear saying, I can feel you.
Oh.
Disgusting. I'm disgusted.
You should
Ah.
follow that with a button.
I
Roll,
can smell you.
roll intimidation with
With
roll
creepiness.
intimidation with advantage. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
You
Oh, that
creepy
gave me
little creep.
chills. Blah.
Whoa.
Big spooks.
That's very spooky.
As you do this, you see the one called Fatah. And Tauset. You see that Tauset hasn't spoken yet. The moment that they hear it, you see a blade come out from both sides of the armor.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
And you see Sekhmet place up their hand.
Maha is still like this.
They begin to look around. Do you think that you scared us? We deal with ghosts and the undead in our country. As they begin to look around. Allow me to show you the power of Terry and Clary. As she holds onto her chest. You see a red energy. Which one of you has Arcana?
I have
The
a
wizard.
+6 to Arcana.
Not the sorcerer.
They're detecting good and evil. You don't even have to roll for it. They're
Okay.
going to know that you're there.
Well, detecting good and evil. Does it
Which one of you
know?
are evil? Really?
Ah!
Oh, okay. So with
I'd
that being
say
said,
I'm neutral, if my opinion.
I'm gonna put it to you this way. You still have the jump. What do you do?
Oh, okay. What do we
Yes,
do?
press the
Okay.
digitation again and say, "Never mind, I'm sorry." I'm for real.
I would like to actually. Can I do something?
Sure.
I would like. Maha's just like. I'm gonna like point my finger and I'm going to cast Enemies Abound on Bada.
Oh wait, we deserve like 20 lashes. Somebody said the banned word.
Oh shit, sorry.
Who said it? Who
You
said
did,
I don't.
Leo.
I don't know.
You did, Leo.
It's okay, guys. What's going on? What are we
Who
doing?
did? That's my bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so it is. They have to be an intelligence DC of 15. That's Fata,
Who?
the one. The Fata, the one.
Fatah?
Fata,
Okay.
yeah, Fata. I'm just gonna butcher this
What does
name.
it do if they fail?
Amazing things. Let me see if I can make it.
You reach
Sorry,
into the
I
mind
missed.
of
What
one
are you
creature
doing?
You can
There it
see
is.
and force it to make an intelligence saving throw. It automatically succeeds if it's immune to being frightened. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it sees as enemies until the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the saving throw.
And I want to do it to the scared one in the back.
You see that Maha's eyes close. And right when you're about to go and speak out, Gus, you see the Sekhmet closes their eyes for a moment. And you hear Fatah in a language that you've never heard before. Pull their blade. Would this be sneak attack?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Wait. Fuck me.
The wall is full of things like Lonnie with the sword, some whispering, and some
Magic fingers.
mind spoopiness. Yes,
Magic fingers.
I do really want Lonnie to shank someone through the wall, though. I
Holy
think
shit.
that would be.
I
fun.
tried and you stopped
Okay.
me.
Maha, your eyes turn into green gears as your hands reach out, and you can almost hear your enemies surround you. You see Fatah's eyes turn into what look like gears as he turns to the side, pulling a sickle from his waist, slamming into Sekhmet, hitting them in the side of their neck with an assassinate, not with his sneak attack, on a natural 20. You see, as it hits Sekhmet, she's so shocked that her eyes go so wide as the pipe falls from her lips, and she's just looking up.
I'd like to change what I say, and now the ghost voice says, "You're in my house, bitch."
The Maha Gus combo we never know we wanted. Oh god, Maha's so terrible. Like traumatized.
As he hits her, you see that she's hurt bad. I'm just. When that hit happens, he turns around and he goes to go and hit Talvres, and he stabs Talvres in the chest, and he begins to go and lean down, and you just go and see him. You won't take my soul, and he just kind of holds it, as he's looking at him. I don't understand. They are attacking each other now with that action and that initiative because they're in a fight amongst themselves. You see Sekhmet turn, and as she turns, she opens up her hand like this, and you see that there's a doubt. Just for a second. And as the blood begins to fall from her neck, you see the shape of Sekhmet change into a tall 6'3", no mouth creature.
Oh, it's your friend,
And it's
Lonnie.
holding on to its side and runs Fatah through and through with a rapier that slides up out of its hand
Is that number
as he
7?
literally eviscerates
I mean, not
Fatah. The body just opening up
saying
from side to
naughty
side.
words.
As it goes up, you see that he goes and he stops and he turns around. Talfres turns, and before he even does, you see a psionic blast reach out, slam into his head, and he falls to the ground. And you just see him standing there. Fuck. Fuck.
So, at this
So-
point, I draw
So
my
we get the
sword.
experience for this, right?
Yes.
They're not dead. They're not dead, but you just see him dead. Oh.
At this point, I draw my sword and step out of the minor illusion and do this and point my sword at his throat.
Maha's still attached to
Hello
Lonnie and
again.
freaking out, by the way.
You see,
It's been a minute.
Seven just stopped.
Hi, number 7. I mean, integer 7.
You see him just looking at his own arm. So now what?
What is 7 doing here? Maha's like totally like back up for Lonnie. Like, yeah.
I was trying to stop what was going on. The real Sekhmet is tied up.
Oh, that's a.
Fuck me.
You like 7 likes tying up, doesn't he? Are they in the bathroom right now? On the toilet?
You see that
Dying?
You
he's
know,
looking around and he goes into his waist pocket.
the last time I saw you, you were in the form of a dwarf.
I like dwarves, it's a thing.
Oh, Elf was last time I saw them.
So,
Mm,
are you going to kill me or are you going to hear me out?
If your
mm.
goal is to stop one, I think we can come to an agreement.
Mm. Maha is inciting the fuck out of whatever he's gonna do.
Is there any fuckery here?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Number 2's well on his way out. 8's behind him. You did a real smart move doing that. 1's down in the basement. So,
But the important
Does one know?
What
7
are
is
you
here?
doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here for my master.
For your
Here
what?
for what?
Always here for my master.
Mm.
Hey guys. Nice to see you.
I don't know you.
Oh, but you do. You see that he's holding his hand on his neck as he's. Do you mind if I?
Is he like sitting down?
No, he's standing up.
Oh, okay. Then I guess instead of pointing down, I point my fingers up towards their head. No sippy sip, mister.
If it's
He puts it back in his
Gustav, I'm
pocket.
about to freak out.
You see,
Who are you?
It's who it is, isn't it?
I'm everyone, really. Don't worry, it's not like that.
I like what?
Speak Mark plainly. And Maha's gonna like point at the knife that Lonnie has at his throat, like.
Let me drink this healing potion, and I'll be more than happy to do that. Until then, you're going to get riddles, unless you plan on killing me. Really.
Or I could just kill you. I mean, yeah, that's an option.
You could, but then you'll have to deal with what's ever going downstairs on your own.
I guess we will. My hand starts glowing with
I'll be
magic
honest.
missile powers.
Gus, stop it. I'll be honest. I'd always hoped for a rematch with you.
Gus, you know me because you just stole from me. That last little thing that you just did, all those people. I was following a group of men, and you acquired some materials. That's how I was able to go and find out about Gustav, and I was chasing him to find another piece of equipment. And then I found out that our good friend Osiris just seemed to have lost his sword all of a sudden. And that made me realize that the Terrians were here. When the Terrians are here, that means that one is here. Because why else would these assassins be here? Truth is, you just heard the rumor that the Empire just lost a ruler, didn't you? It's a de facto coup. The Terrians are here to go and create political unrest. And the numbers are there to help. Our friend one has political aspirations.
I look at the other two, so I have no idea who this guy is. I don't really care. Is he someone we should kill?
Yes.
Okay. I shoot magic missile right at his head. Point blank.
Is
Roll
he?
damage.
He doesn't look
Okay.
like he's fucked up enough to he's about to drink something, and I think we should take this healing potion from him at least.
Oh, I mean, I could just do it at second level instead.
I
Up to
mean,
you.
There's a kitty that's
Should-
eating your sword, Lonnie.
Yeah.
should we actually
yeah.
kill him, though?
I mean, I asked you too the question.
I mean, is 1 actually an enemy? Or 7. Is 7 actually an enemy?
7 is probably a common enemy against 1.
You can't trust 7 because 7, 8, 9. I shoot.
Roll damage.
Oh, wait. That was... Oh, okay, no. I don't know how Beyond 20 works. Do I just push cast on Magic Missile, or...
I mean, magic missile just
If you
It
mouse
hits.
over, it'll give you the
hits.
die, so yeah.
and it already rolled.
You roll...
Yeah, no, I did the same thing, so...
How many magic missiles
How
do you
many
hit him with?
charges?
Magic
three?
missile, I think, has.
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay,
so you hit him
roll
with a
one
5,
more
you hit him
time.
with a 3, you got one more.
Nice.
Okay. So
You see it.
did 11 damage.
You see these projectiles of force hit him upside the head. He stumbles backwards.
I want to take his magic potion from him while he's
and
stumbling.
as he begins to stumble backwards. Roll a grapple check real quick.
Is that strength?
Yes. Or athletics.
It's my athletics.
I mean,
Same thing. Never
Maybe
mind.
it should be sleight of hand.
Uh,
Because it's. You're
I would
sleight-
love that.
Think about
If Gus looks like he's about to if he
Can I do
shouts
sleight of
something-
hand instead?
Sure. And what was that,
That's
Mama?
good.
That's
I
a
was gonna help
16.
him if he needed help.
You see, as you fire, you grab out and you grab the potion in your hand, and you see that he stumbles backwards, and he holds his face as he looks up. Really?
I mean,
Doesn't have to be like this.
I
And
think
as
that
he does that,
he could be some help to us.
this eye
Oh,
begins
after
to
I
turn
fire.
in a little bit of a 360.
Gross. Oh, gross.
And his neck snaps a little bit to the side like that. Friends of the Prime Directive,
Oh, shit.
you are here to claim the outlier. We are here to assist. If you claim one, we will allow you to leave Helena. 7 is my legion. Order must be restored. Allow me to bring order.
If we let you help, are you going to release the city?
The city is of no consequence to us. The city is of no consequence, Prime. Listen to me now. They are deep within this mansion. They are yours to claim.
Maha is going to ask, how to kill number 1?
Like all living organisms, they all die. They are imperfect. I have seen his treachery, his lack of order.
Why does one want number 2?
As you hear that, you start to hear a voice from the inside. Sekhmet? Sekhmet? It is up to you now, as you begin your journey into dimension.
I give him the potion.
As you do, you see 7 looks at it, and it looks up to you. Our fight is not with all of you. It is with the world in its entirety. You see he opens it. He begins to drink it. And as he drinks it, you see the eye stop. And he just looks to the ground as his wound begins to heal up a bit. Oh, that's different. Team distraction.
Bang!
Yay.
Oh, lordy.
You are all going before Vendela. The Migonettes are not part of this fight. At least not at the moment. What do you do?
I would like to start by looking at. Hold on just a minute. I have to zoom in so I can see on the map where all my friends are. I would like to start with looking at Rory and giving her bardic inspiration with a silly face. Give her just like one of these, like a.
It's that 1d6 of inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Do I roll a dice?
Roy Wilbur?
Harley roll.
No. You roll it when you're gonna use it. You don't have to use it right
Oh,
now.
I don't have to. Okay, cool.
Mm-mm.
Awesome.
6,
Well,
you said, right?
You had us roll initiative last
Yep.
round. Who was first?
Harley, you don't need to roll.
Oh, well,
No. I was gonna go and say it's Little B, Rory, Wilbur, and then it will be Vendela last.
Perfect. Okay, Little B. So you did your main action. Is there anything else you're doing?
I think I will also use my invisibility spell, and I'm gonna use my 3rd level one.
Nice.
Cast. Go for it. Okay. Did it go?
Yep.
Did it go through? Okay.
Choom. Little B, as you begin to channel the music into your mind, you see as your body goes completely blank. It's gone.
My face is just still in the silly face as it disappears.
As the little outline just goes away.
Amazing. I love Little B.
All right. Rory, what are you doing?
I would like to. How far away am I from Vendela? Like, I have the map here, but where is he in relation to us?
About 20 feet.
I'm gonna walk 20 feet up to him. And object interaction, pulling out my canteen. As if I'm like to take a sip of water, kind of thing.
Wilbur thinks he knows what's going on, but he's just like waiting and watching.
And still object interaction, uncorking it. I'd like to splash it into his face. And using a cantrip, shape water as my main action, pulling the particle out of his eye, if you'll allow it.
Make an attack roll.
It's not an attack.
You are trying to pull the
It's
dust
water.
out of his eyes?
I'm
or-
just pulling water from his face after it's been splashed.
Like flushing his eye.
Yeah.
Flush. Make sure if you flush, it goes like the other way so that it doesn't infect the other eye.
I would not have thought of that, so I'm not gonna do it.
What's your spell DC?
You gotta flush it outwards.
Let me get it up. Because I don't think it has a spell DC. I think
And
it's just
I'm
something you
making a
do.
note. This has inspired Wilbur
As
to
is-
eventually invent eye wash stations.
Shape
Spell
water.
DC
It's
as in general, really.
instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Lasts for 1 hour. There is no spell DC. It's an action, instantaneous. You choose.
Well, it should be your level, your proficiency, and your caster level.
Oh, okay, my level, my proficiency, and my caster level. So it'd be 7 plus 8 would be 15 plus proficiency would be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
I'm gonna give him a dexterity save of DC 19.
Okay.
He's not the most nimble of creatures. He only got a +2.
And then he rolled a 17. Son of a bitch!
I can't see. Oh. What is it?
So
I can't see.
I can't see.
it's a 6
Looks like a 6.
plus 2.
So 8.
Do you say anything as you go up?
I would like to just calmly say, Vendela, come on back to us.
In that moment, Little B and Wilbur, as you see the water leave the canteen and begin to spiral with the control of control water, as it slams into his face and begins to pull back, you see vines start to go around the water itself. As the energy of the dust begins to almost counter into the water, and the vines begin to corrode, You see that Vendella's eyes begin to blink green, and green, and green, and green. His normal green, then the bright green, then the normal green, then the bright green.
Both of his eyes?
And as you pull, yes, and as you pull, you see that Vendella jerks forward, and as you see his body jerk forward, you hear one's voice ring out. It won't save you. As it pulls forward, you just see Vendella fall to his knee. And you see the Migonette run to her master. Master Vendella? Oh, I seem to be a little naked. I'm so sorry. And you see that he's putting his hands up above his face. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Forgive me. I don't mean to. And he's looking around as you see the people now in this church begin to look around, and you start to hear banging on the wood outside. You see the nurse stop and pull up to you and look at all of you. Now's not time for victory. You see that she turns to the Migonettes. Migonettes! And they all begin to draw weapons.
We have a dragon on the roof.
You see Vendella stop. I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I said such hurtful things.
That wasn't you.
Lil B goes up and gives him a little pat.
Oh
like,
God, we're still invisible.
Are you standing or are you on your knees?
I'm like heading back to where Little B was, like blindly patting where Little B was.
Little B, where do you pat him at? Like, where do you?
On the top of his little bald head.
Roll perception real quick.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Are you invisible?
Yes. Yeah, I'm invisible.
Roll perception with advantage.
It's like some invisible head pat.
Right there.
Yeah, at least he didn't slap his ass. That's a good point.
Or whisper behind him. You're in my house.
Okay.
Feel you, I can smell you.
With advantage, so roll again. Oh, 19. That's pretty good.
Little B, as you tap out and you touch his head like that, you hear him whisper. Thank you, Master.
The sub.
I've done well. I appreciate it. I didn't mean the things I said in anger. I'm so sorry.
Her friend.
You see him stop. So, my lord? And he just kind of looks around for a moment. Is that you? And as he's doing that, you see now as one of the civilians stands up and pulls clothes off their body. Golden plate armor, kind of like Fernway's.
Oh.
Fuck yes!
And as you see as that happens, they're just kind of looking around. It's a female elf. Well, that was anticlimactic. And you see them just kind of looking around a bit. The soothsayers are here as requested.
You took your sweet time.
I did a shoulder
Well,
shot.
I wanted to see if you were going to kill him or not, really. You see that they bow their head.
Of course we wouldn't kill our friend.
Nonetheless, and you see that they're looking around. No time for introductions. And you see that...
Well, wait. Anyone have a jar? Because I just have this, the dust floating around in this water.
What do you do with it?
I want to put it in the jar. Does anyone have a jar?
Hold on, I think I might have a jar.
Is there a jar of mayonnaise somewhere?
Walking over by Hellman's jar.
One bet might fit an eyeball.
I don't have a jar.
It's about the size of a...
But I imagine there's a jar in the medical kit.
Yeah. I look at the nurse.
You see You see one of the Meganet open up a little empty little
I make
jar.
sure like the dust and water go in there, and I cork it. And thank you. I stuff it into like my bra.
Looks kind of like a little glowing glow stick as it glows green gently.
You don't want that spilling on the titty.
Keep the evil in your boob.
Put the evil in
I
my
cannot
boob.
believe. I cannot believe that fight just got stopped by fucking control water.
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't a little bit harder.
Okay, but first, can we pause and Lonnie or Melanie, can you read a couple of lines before like we continue?
What's that?
Oh god.
Out of context, so we had a kind of session 0 the other day where we talked about how we were going to handle this situation because we would spend a bunch of time just talking and never doing anything if we did it on stream. So, out of context, quote from our session planning, this was the best one, was Emily going, "Can we stop talking about taking out Vandella's eye?"
With the fork.
Oh god.
No, I don't
It was
want
the
to ice
best
pick his
idea
eye.
ever, by the way.
Oh
It
god.
was the
As you
best
have
idea.
this moment of relief, as the tension alleviates, you begin to hear loud bangings all across the church. You see the elf turn around. We are surrounded. And there seems to be a lot of them.
We've got a dragon on the ceiling.
For now.
For about,
It
I
can
look
only
at my
take so
little
many of you.
sundial. For about 10 minutes.
You see them look up to you.
Sundial.
Well, you stay and fight, or you leave.
With team distraction, let's get them away from the civilians.
That's what we
I
do.
say we distract.
Fuck yeah.
So be
Both
it.
things.
Okay.
You
Why
see
not?
that she pulls a longsword from the sheath in her back. Saints of antiquity, of ancient knowledge, guide us now in this moment of darkness. You see the blade turn on fire. Are you willing to kill innocent people?
They all have, I pull out of my boot, they all have this.
Out my
Oh,
boot.
I'm sorry, Miss Druid, but we won't be taking the time to single-handedly remove it from every single attacker.
I wouldn't
Make a
recommend
decision.
talking. I tuck it in. They're gonna die, deteriorate. What we need. Wait, why are you in the church anyways? Just hanging out in the church.
That's actually fair. Well, why?
Why are you in a church? Oh, he just logged out. I see how it is.
I can.
You'll never know. You will never find out.
Mystery.
Oh, so sorry. Oh,
Why are in the
you
church?
bothered this poor elf so bad that it decided to leave.
The DM decided no.
Like, bye. No, don't do that.
Right when you do that, and you hear them, what did you bring to the city? Team checkpoint.
Hello.
Hello.
You've now made it into the first room. You hear Ampu. Segment.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
I heard
push
some
more
noises
stuff
on
at the
that side.
change.
You
How about-
see that 7 turns to all of you. Oh, you need my help now, huh? And they just... And they turn into Segment. Follow my lead. And he grabs Gus by the back of his head and pulls him in with a blade to his throat. They attacked our people! And you hear Ampu. And you see Ampu is odd. Not very tall, not very short. Completely bald. No eyebrows, no facial hair, nothing. Looking like a phantom of a person. In what seems to be chainmail that seems to be too heavy for their body. Their hands, fingertip to hand, are charred black. And it begins to walk up closer. Yes.
What are we doing, Lonnie?
you see now that Segment has his blade out.
I don't want to die.
Drop your weapons and move on. All of you, please, if you'd be so kind.
This little boy.
Maha's gonna be like,
You just lay your paws on the ground.
Segment,
Let's remove my hands.
how do creatures this small get the jump on assassins? I couldn't tell you really. It's been an odd day. Don't
we have
worry.
a
Bring them inside. I want to talk to them. You see that he turns and he looks at both of you. I don't think that they're with anyone else. I just saw these two. As he begins to kind of usher you out, you see the image leaves you, Lonnie, since Maha's beginning to move. But Ampu doesn't seem to notice. As you walk into the house, you see it hasn't been touched. As you walk into a larger dining room, large wooden table sits there. Tons of documents. This place is an armory. Armor. Weapons. They were getting ready to do something very big here. You see Ampu just kind of sitting as he takes a seat down in the chair. There. Now we are going to play my favorite game. Do you know who I am in the land of Teria? By chance?
Who I?
Actually, Lonnie, roll real quick. You just might.
Does he have a
Roll
ring?
history. Yes. He
History?
has the large signet history of Osiris on his finger.
Maha would
Even
like
Oh,
to,
that's a 7.
Maha's gonna poke at
even with-
Lonnie and like,
Even with that, you actually see. You've heard of Ampu. Ampu is known as the vulture. Ampu eats the dead.
As long as we stay alive, we're good.
Aptly
You see-
named.
You see him leaning in. So, you just stumbled upon the worst place to be. Were you looking for some type of escape from the world outside? Don't be afraid, little child. You see he gently caresses your face, Gus.
Just to be clear, does he know that all three of us are there?
He has not noticed you, Lonnie.
Oh, so he
And
doesn't
you're
know
not
that.
sure you're not sure why, but he did not notice you.
I'm on top of Lonnie, so
Oh, are you still on top of Lonnie? Oh, then he would have. Forgive me, because I thought that you had moved. But even then, actually, you know what?
because we stepped out of this.
You're just floating.
Oh no, my bad. Then he does want to see you, Lonnie, and as he does, now it begins to collect. You see Ampu look up as he's touching. You see that he longingly touches your face, Gus. And you notice his fingernails
bad
slowly
touch.
kind of passing on the frown lines of your lips.
Oh.
Children usually scream first before speaking. And he looks up. Lonnie. He pulls his hand back. What the world we live in, yeah? That you could just stumble onto us like this.
Is this guy your friend?
That's funny. I was going to ask you.
You see him look around. And all of a sudden, The mansion begins to shake. You see Ampu turn. You're too late, you know. The process has already begun. If Osiris is dead, then I will just have to relieve him of his power. Don't worry.
Oh, gross.
You see that he's holding on to Gus's chin now. Gus, you feel the fingernails kind of grow a little bit as he's holding on to your chin.
Oh.
Do you know why I'm called the vulture? Children.
Probably not for good reasons.
It is not. And you see feathers slowly begin to pull and grow out of his nose and face.
Oh, gross.
You see, because in Terria, our gods are closer than most. We feed our gods. And as he's slowly passing his fingers through the hair of Gus,
Feed them what?
you know what the god of death of Terria enjoys most, child?
No.
It's the warm blood of a child.
Fuck this.
You said fuck this? Roll
What
an
you say?
initiative. Roll
Maha's
initiative.
like,
That's the best way to initiate
fuck
combat
this. You
ever.
say it in your
Fuck
deepest,
this.
manliest gnome voice.
Fuck this.
You now hear it. Fuck this. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
18 for me.
14 for me.
Maha, you go first, and it is going to be
12.
Ampu, 7, and then Lani.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
forgive me.
when do
Maha,
I go?
Maha, the bad guys? Well, the supposed bad guys. Gus, and then Lani.
Okay. Alright. And then Lonnie. Okay. So he's just creeping on our
Oh, yeah.
man-child right now. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to be in battle right the second, but Maha is actually what turn is number 7?
Number 7 is turn 3. I mean, turn 2. Turn 3, I'm sorry. Because Ampu goes before he does.
Gosh, I wish I could have a tell from them because I would know what to. I feel like I would know what to do a little bit better. So Maha's like, oh crap, and I'm going to. Is there okay? Sorry. In this room, are there any other bad guys?
Not that you can see.
Do I see a door to the basement anywhere in here?
There's a whole lot of house.
There's a whole lot of house. Okay. Okay, sorry. I am going to firebolt him
Roll.
right off of Lonnie's back.
All right. Roll to hit.
I rolled 11 to hit.
As you fire out, you see he jumps to the side like that as a small skeletal wing bursts out of his back. And all of a sudden, this very odd-shaped man showing a lot of speed. Just as he kind of turns to the side. Your house is so bad, isn't that?
Oh, hands off our boy wizard. Man.
You will. Now it is 7's turn. Are you doing anything else, Maha?
I am Sorry, ill prepared. I am good in this hood. I cover behind Lonnie, actually, is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. No
I'll
worries.
take cover behind her. You go, Lonnie.
It's actually
That
it's
guys.
actually Seven's turn. As you see the fireball go out and you see the vulture turn, Sekhmet turns and the rapier stabs into Ampu's chest. As he hits him once, he comes up again, he hits him a second time, and then on the third he comes down and he slices across his face. And you see the skin beginning to open up now. And as it does, you see that there's something underneath it almost. Almost kind of something beginning to come out of its shape. And as he cuts down, he turns to all of you down the hallway. I'll take Ampu. And he holds up, and you see him pull his rapier to the side. I've always wondered what it'd be like to kill a demon. Come. What are you all doing?
And I say we go.
How does Lonnie feel about that?
You'll have to
Maha-
grab Maha. If you're gonna go and take them to run,
Grab who?
you'll have to grab Maha to take them to run.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Lonnie right now, so
Oh, that is true.
I'm gonna whisper though to Lonnie. I go, if we run, I can check on the other group.
You
And
guys
I'll
know
go
this.
like-
You guys know this is a group chat, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I could just
What
close
are you
my
guys
eye.
doing? Are you running or are you staying?
Lonnie and Gus it's up to them because I can't do anything.
Well, okay, I'll just shoot a firebolt at the vulture and then use my movement action to back
Go
the
for
fuck up.
Fire.
So I just rolled an 18 to hit.
Ooh, roll damage. Hits.
Yeah.
Holy
firebolt.
shit. You see as the firebolt shoots out, it
Jeez.
hits and goes through his body as wings begin to almost pour out like blood. Feathers begin to just... And it holds onto his chest. Oh no.
Oh, you just made him more excited for you, Gus.
Ugh.
Good hit.
Listen here, you dirty old bastard. I'm not a boy. I'm a teenage wizard. And I got your number.
Aren't you like 35?
I'm 16. Who just asked me that question? You're not here. Don't tell me what to do.
Are you... Okay, teenage wizard, what are we doing? You running? You running?
I'm running the fuck out of here.
Lonnie?
Cowabunga.
Radical.
I look at Seven and say,
Oh my god.
"You got this."
We're about to find out.
Okay, and I take off after Gus, I guess.
I hold on.
As you all begin to go down the hallway, team distraction.
Team distraction.
Team destruction.
An invisible eye is somewhere nearby.
You begin to feel a vibration across the church itself. You can hear the dragon unleashing his breath weapon. Loud sounds on the outside. Clashing, screams and moans,
I
and
will.
then silence.
I want to shout to the soothsayers. Shit, I'm making this all up as I go. I gotta think. We'll get them away from the door, and you come out.
You see the Migonettes are starting to go and get everyone into the back, towards the tree in the back by the altar. You see the soothsayer with you. Wilbur, what are you doing?
That's what I was about to ask. Like, what's your name? Come on. You know what I can do. And he's got a crossbow ready.
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
That was the character.
Ah! Stay with the soothsayers, cover them. I'm going on Archie.
And I'm gonna like cover them.
Actually,
Hmm?
you want to get in the air with me?
Fly. Mate.
Me.
Goddamn right I do.
Little B.
We run up the stairs.
Lil B
what are
just
you doing?
Lil B just follows where everybody else is going.
Okay.
With my party, not with the survivors. I'm sure they'll be fine with
The
guards.
soon to die.
Distraction.
I hope not.
I'm sure they're fine.
As we're all three of us running up the stairs towards Archie, I want to go, Team Distraction!
And montage in the background.
As you,
Yo, team!
Little B, you feel a hand reach out to you
Me.
and slowly touch your back.
Ooh.
Little boy,
Yes. How can I help you, friend?
I can see you now. You know that
That's
you're still
okay.
invisible, by the way.
I am. Then how can he see me?
He just gently puts his hand on your back.
Oh,
He rolled really well at perception.
okay. That's fair.
You still see invisible things up here?
I
Don't worry about it.
Can I ask you something before you leave?
Sure you can.
Between you two, you guys tell me.
Do you truly think I'm a friend?
A threat?
A friend?
A friend? Of course you're my friend.
That's sweet of you.
Is he wearing his mask?
He still has his hand covering his face.
I take his. Can I reach his hand, or am I too short?
You can.
Just like reach his hand and pull it down. It's okay. I don't care what you look like. You don't scare me.
Aw, little bee.
This little wholesome moment's brought to you by.
And then I give his hand a little pat, and then I
I think
I
that's
head
all
on
too
out.
wholesome.
As you run out, you just see him kind of standing there for a moment.
See you later, friend.
Oh yeah, way to dig that knife, that friendship knife into his back.
You just kind of see him wave. See you later, friend.
By the way, if someone in the audience can make a D&D item,
And he
called the friendship
turns
knife.
towards him, and you see that as he turns to Migonets, one of them is grabbing his mask and casting mending on it as they're placing it back on his face. Here you go, my lord.
Oh,
Oh. You just see that he's gently touching it. I look better with it on, anyways. You run up to the roof. Who's going up first?
I would.
Lil B's last.
I'll
We know
go
that
second.
much.
They'll be squishy.
Wilbur, as you jump to the roof, you see your owlbear on its side. And on top of it, a transparent one.
A
As it
one
looks
or a
up-
wand?
One.
Oh.
As he looks up to all of you. Okay. It's come to this.
I shoot.
Fire!
You're dead.
I'm gonna assume a 10 misses.
You see that you shoot, and the image displaces.
Locate object.
Locate object on?
The emerald. It's shards and emeralds.
Oh, that's not him.
I
You just see
realize
it.
that.
And as it does like that, you see that he begins to go and walk forward. Rory, intelligence save for me.
Intelligence save. Now, this is a, what would you call it? Like a projection of him? Intelligence.
Seems like it.
The Force Ghost.
Oof, that's a 5. Right off of that 16.
Little B, do me a favor, because you seem to have the good eye. Roll intelligence save real quick.
An intelligence save, you say? I'm not confident in my intelligence, but hey, why not?
So you're going to do the saving throws. It's over on the left hand.
Oh,
And you're
thank
gonna
you.
hit int, yeah.
Gotcha. 5.
Oh,
Not the worst.
Wilbur.
Wilbur.
You begin to look, but you just can't figure it for the time being. But there he stands. And he begins to walk up to you. Feet making impressions in the roof.
Oh, so he is somewhat here because he is making indentations.
Can he see me? I'm still invisible.
Oh, he can't see you, Little B. At least from what you can tell.
If he is somewhat here, even just the slightest bit, my locate object should still be able to work on him, on the gem.
See if I have something.
I would go and say that you're getting a faint ping.
Okay, I'd like to psychic shock it.
Ping.
That's what?
Psychic shock it.
You will roll initiative before you say your shock.
Okay,
Fair.
fair. Would you like me to roll initiative or no?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm nervous.
all three of you.
Full circle. You pinged it.
I can't
Like,
believe I'm saying this.
Daniel
but I actually
pinged
hope I don't go
Google's
first, 'cause I'm going to
servers.
do this.
14.
All of us, you said, right?
Yes.
I
Okay.
did not go first. I got a 4.
15.
Hey, little B. Who's invisible?
Rory, right when you go and you see what's there, you see the image blip,
Oh, damn it.
and there seems to be more than one. And it's on you. Like, it is literally just on you. And as it does, that rapier that he had from a long, long while back, the same rapier that he almost killed your husband with, he pulls up and you just see a smile ring side to side. I've been dying to kill you for the longest. What's your armor class?
16.
When he stabs down, you see that he goes into your shoulder blade for 10 points of damage.
Not a problem.
He pulls out, goes at it again. Natural 20.
Not a problem.
You sure?
I'm sure.
22 points of damage.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
As he goes in, he pulls back one more time, and he just smiles. Oh, stronger than before. He activates his surge.
Might
When
be
he moves
a
forward, you see he's getting cocky now. You see that the flick of the rapier goes past your nose. I should have done this before. And you see that he goes one more time. He hits you with that second one. 8 points of damage.
Not a problem. That's fine.
And then he just stops. Oh, you can't kill what you can't hit. And he just begins to smile. Oh, you see, I learned some things while I was away.
It's about time.
You know, how Prime was able to project, be here without being here. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. I really am the antagonist of this story. You get to die now, Rory. And you don't even get to hurt me. Right now, at this moment, I am so far from this place, slowly taking the soul out of those two little people that you met in that other city. Do you remember the priestess, my son?
I think she's a bit of a fighter.
Their souls taste the same. Whose action is it?
Who's up next? I don't know.
I believe it was Lil B who rolled the highest
That's
on
right.
that.
Yes.
And then Wilbur, then
No,
So,
Wilbur was
Lil B-
last. Wilbur was last.
I got a 4.
So Lil B, you have advantages on anything you
because you are
attack.
not seen.
Yeah, because I'm not perceived as of yet.
Oh,
I'm still concentrating on the spell that has turned the owlbear into a dragon, correct? Or is that spell been released? Because it's an
Spell's
owlbear again.
It's been released.
Okay, cool. Opens up my.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, the moment you did invisibility, I think it goes away. Yeah.
I want you to go realize that once you did invisibility is when the dragon went away. Concentration spell cancels
Yeah.
out the other one.
I would like to. Hold on a minute. Cast. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to go up and touch Wilbur and give him heroism. Gonna cast heroism.
All right.
It's my last 3rd level spell, so you
Isn't
better appreciate it.
God, I wanna
You
take
get
something
4
meta so
temporary
bad, but-
HP.
Just because Rory already has my bardic inspiration, so gotta even out the playing field with my.
No worries, no worries. You are immune to being frightened and gain 4 temporary hit points. All right. You're imbued with bravery. Your fear, Wilbur, in that moment, you look at this fucker. And you know, you can take him. He's scared. He's an animal in a corner. And you know it.
I think you can cast it on more than one thing, Lil B.
Oh, can I?
Say that
Yeah,
again?
I'm reading.
Oh,
I'm
no,
reading the
everyone
spell.
froze.
You said
Oh,
heroism,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
heroism.
Heroism? Anything else, or are you done?
You cast at level 2.
That's your one action, yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Target one additional creature. You're right.
Oh, so yeah, you can actually go and get Rory with it as well.
So also, Rory, you are also
You get
It's-
4 extra temporary hit
feel
points.
inspired.
Thank you.
boosted with heroism
You know
by
that
your
he's a
unseen
king.
friend.
Oh my god,
You know
Lil
it.
B, I love you.
You know that he's here because he's got no choice. You can take him.
I have a stupid idea.
Wilbur, you're up. What are you doing?
Nope, I'm next. He rolled a 4.
Oh, you're nice. Rory, go for it.
Show us your stupid idea.
So as a bonus action, I would like to turn invisible.
Yee.
I would like to step inside of number 1 and align my chest with his chest where the emerald is.
It's a pretty bold
Okay.
move.
And I'd like to psychic shock my own chest. And I have advantage, and I'd like to use bardic inspiration. So it would be aligned perfectly with number 1.
That was a mic drop moment.
Roll an attack for me.
At
And add
advantage.
the bonus. At advantage.
Spell, psychic
Cross
shock.
my fingers.
I believe it's instantaneous. It's a wisdom
is.
saving throw of 16, and I'm going to choose to fail it.
Well, 'cause
Roll
it's
your
on
damage.
yourself.
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
psychic shock. Let's go.
if you die, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh wait, I rolled. Whoops, I
Don't
rolled the
die.
wrong thing.
Wait, you can do a non-lethal shot to yourself.
3, a 5, and with bardic inspiration, what does that do exactly?
It's for attack.
Okay, so
And
don't
you're
get-
you're failing it, so you won't have to use it.
okay,
Okay.
so that is 5 points of direct damage.
Please don't commit swinpuku.
I've got cure wounds. It's good.
Seppuku?
Sudoku.
Below
Sudoku?
above 50.
Always high.
Always high.
Rory, I'm going to warn you. If this goes below 50, this is not going to end well.
Always high.
Always.
Big money.
Huh.
Rory, you step into his square. And as you align with his chest, you see one's eyes open wide as he catches yours. And you have a memory. You remember Pollock when you were children. You remember how you used to sit on his lap and he used to go and tell you stories and talk to you about how much he wanted to change the world. And then you see Ronan smiling at you. You remember what it was when you fell in love. And then you see two. And for the smallest moment, you see two running in the forest. You see him without air. You see Tristana and Fernway side by side him. And you hear him whisper, Rory, be safe. As the energy goes through your body, and as it begins to eat away at the church roof floor, Rory, you go blind as the energy begins to consume your body. I'm going to roll a certain amount of d10s. And that is going to be the damage that you're going to take from what's about to happen. Do you understand?
Yep.
Team checkpoint.
How much?
He said team checkpoint.
As you were running
Son of a bitch!
down
No!
the hallway, and as you were running down the hallway, you go to do this turn, and as you do this turn into the room, you hear Umbra. Oh, Lonnie, I'm so sorry. As bright energy bursts through the floor of the room that you were about to step into.
And I like come to a halt and grab Gus and
You stop right when it happens. Roy,
I also
You
have an
take-
eyeball on them, by the way. I was gonna do that in my turn.
Roy, you take 58 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
What?
Are you alive?
54, because I had 4 temporary.
Ooh.
I am rolling for death saving throws. I am not
But
dead.
It's not insta kill, but she is dying.
Rory, as you fall forward, Little B and Wilbur, you see the image of one begin to crack. Fucking bitch! Team checkpoint. As you look down into the hole now, you see one suspended inside of what looks to be a clockwork monstrosity unlike anything you've ever seen before. hydra-like in its build, various heads and arms as it outstretches over him, writing down information on hundreds and hundreds of scrolls as it all goes at the same time, as if they was doing calculations, writing down what's happening, documenting every single process. One's eyes turned into the back of his head as you see blood beginning to pour down from his forehead, from his mouth, and from the center of where the gem is. You don't know what just happened. But Maha, you've seen one before.
Yeah.
And as you look now, he looks sick. He looks drained. His face sunken in. His eyes sunk into the back of his skull, almost as though he was dead. His body slowly being destroyed by the power that it is trying to hold. And you begin to look now, as this isn't a checkpoint. This is a feeding station. As you see capsules along the walls, all of these tubes connected to the decimal array that is protecting his body. Energy slowly being seeped out of them. One is feeding on these people, slowly eating their soul energy. And you see the child and the priest that helped you in Windsor. You see Ebenezer. And you just so happen to see Aristotle.
What?
Windsor's
Okay, so-
child.
Wait, are these normal people, or did you say they're decimals?
No. He is in something called the decimal array.
Decimal
And
array.
it is sapping the life out of them.
It-
In his journey to power has now begun to consume the soul energy of others to stay alive.
Does it
Is
look like
there-
a clockwork mechanism?
Completely. It is magnificent in its build. You've never seen anything like this. It is exquisite in what it is, in its horror and terror.
I don't want to interrupt you, Lonnie. I have something I want to do though.
Lonnie.
Okay.
So what were you going to ask, Lonnie?
Oh, I was going to ask, is there a central tube that all of these tubes hook up into?
They are all going straight into the array and powering inside of one.
Maha, man, okay. I remember the first time I ran into number one, and I tried to do the spell, and I would like to do the spell again now. And blow a 4th level slot doing it. It is heat metal. It is let me read it to you. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium metal armor. I can see within range. I will be choosing what's in number 1, the contraption that goes into him.
Do you know
you
that
cause
these tubes extending outwards may hurt the bodies?
so it has
They're all part of the same mechanism.
Oh, there goes my idea of fireballing him into oblivion.
Any
well,
creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell.
yeah, I didn't know how far the heat would go. So, like, that's a good question. If it's holding or wearing the object, Maha,
You do it
I would
just
like
on
to
the
shout. Okay, as I'm doing it, I would like to say to them, get them off the wall or get them away if you can. Otherwise, they're dead anyway. So Maha's gonna.
Can I use my sword to start slashing tubes.
You would have to jump down.
Okay.
And I, before anyone starts jumping and doing stuff, can I do like an insight check to like make sure that these people are alive,
Roll an insight check.
or removing them from the machine will kill them?
Roll it. Go for it. I love it. Go for it.
That was a 7.
May I argue medicine instead?
Do you have medicine?
Yeah, I would do medicine.
I'm medically challenged, but it was a better roll.
Yeah.
A 10.
Average.
They're breathing.
Okay, they can. Oh, they're breathing. Okay.
Mhm. But at least if it hurts number 1, maybe he'll stop.
As you extend out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to roll the damage on this side.
Oh, okay.
2d8, right?
No.
As well as 1d8.
So wait, what?
2d8. It's 2d8 fire damage.
Well, when you
no.
you rolled it, it was a 31. When you pressed
Yeah, I
it,
did 31 damage is what
Oh,
it
you
rolled for me.
roll? Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I'll wait for Lonnie to. Lonnie, as you jump down, I'm not going to have you roll for anything. You see it. For the first time you see it, as Lonnie jumps down, this green glow that begins to fill up this room. You see Lonnie move this way and her shadow move the other way.
is that Umbra?
The blade in her hand is the blade in the other. As she steps this way with it, you see this blade goes up. Lonnie, you hear in the back of your mind, I've seen this before. My master hurt so many. Lonnie, we have to stop this now.
We will. And I start slashing tubes.
Roll an attack for me. As the metal begins to heat around 1, you see that his skin begins to blister on his arms and on his rib cage. What are you doing, Miguel?
I'll shoot one with a firebolt.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Roll with advantage, because he's standing still, baby.
Ooh.
It's a 13 to hit.
You break open the first one. And as you do, you see that the buddy leans forward. You've hit the one with the small child from Windsor. And it just leans back. And his eyes open up. Fireball, how much damage did you hit?
Firebolt. It was 13.
You see the firebolt slam into one's chest. And you start to hit.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna yell at number 1 to stop. It's like, stop hurting them.
Yeah, you
I
tell
have-
them, Maha.
I have 3. I actually have
Yeah,
3
not
attacks
cool.
for-
You do. That's what I was going to tell you. I was going to firebolt hit. What are you doing with your 2 other ones?
18 and 25. I'm slashing
Going for
those
the tubes? All tubes?
Yeah.
Those are some great tube hitting.
You see as they begin to fall up, you start hearing wah, 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 as if though an alarm system is beginning to go off inside of it.
Ooh.
The arms of the array wrap themselves around one. As the heads go down, the scrolls begin to hit the floor. The body's letting loose. You see one's eyes open wide. You see, he puts his hand to his chest. I'll watch this whole city burn to the ground before I let you take me. He begins to squeeze the emerald in his chest.
If he's got the stuff wrapped around him, it's gonna keep doing damage.
On that last bit, Rory,
Oh, son of a bitch, yeah?
Are you alive?
I'm rolling.
Rory,
I have
That's
spells.
Rory, I would like you to make a death save for me.
You got it. One
You're
second.
fine. I got something.
Wait, don't I have to wait till next turn to do that, out of curiosity?
Roll your death save, please.
Can't Lil B just heal Rory? Bring him
Yeah,
back up?
I'm waiting for my turn, because I don't think I can do that until it's my turn.
Yeah, don't worry, on my turn, I can.
Okay, did it roll? Because it didn't show on my end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That last one was 20. 15,
Alright.
9, 20.
Okay. I rolled 3, my bad.
That's it. Lil B, you reach out to heal Rory.
Yes, and I'm going to use
Same.
my second level healing spell.
Lil B, as you reach out to heal, you see that your spell, the energy goes right through her body into the floor. You realize something's wrong. Rory, as you open up your eyes, you look across the expanse and you see hundreds and hundreds of undead and one standing in front of them as he turns. Welcome, Rory.
Do I recognize any of the faces? Do I recognize the general or his assistant?
Your soul is inside of the shard of the Lich's emerald inside of one's chest. Welcome. And that will end tonight's session.
Don't give me that, Miguel! Do not give me that little... I said it was a crazy plan. I never come up with sane
You want to
plans.
know something really wild?
What?
Never come
Just
up
when
with
the
same
session
plan.
ended, my audio cut out.
No.
A lot happened there.
Log back in.
I'm sorry.
So that was intense.
Ah!
Thank you all for taking the time to be with us and watching us. And
There we go.
be safe.
Mhm.
Get your vaccinations. And then have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good
we'll
night.
see you. We're always alive.
Good night.
Bye. I'm so stressed out. See you later.
Huh.
Mhm.
We off air?
Oh my god. I really enjoyed the stupid thing that our team did with almost shanking him through the wall and then
I want you to know so much has been avoided on pure shenanigans that I'm not even sure what to go and say. I was certain that Vendela fight was going to turn into the deadliest fucking thing that you guys have ever dealt with.
Can you guys tell me what happened? 'Cause I stepped out.
They got
Hey,
the
also
fucking thing out of his eye with fucking control water.
Was it an ice pick?
No. we We discussed later after session 0. I messaged Em like, we don't have to go with my plan. I know it's super drastic. How about we make my plan last case scenario, like Fallout fail shoot plan. I thought so too. I thought we were gonna have to gouge out his eye. I was ready.
so excited. Like
I
when
was so ready for it.
when Harley suggested sporking out his eye, I got so excited. I was like,
Oh God.
please, dear God, do that plan. And then there was the shape of water. And then I was like, oh, you're going to lobotomize? Jeez. And then it was a lot of enabling.
A lot simpler than that. Well, I wanted it. I'm glad that it ended up the way Em wanted it to. I'm glad that water. I didn't expect it to work. I didn't fully expect it to work, but I'm glad it did because
Let's just
I really
say
didn't want to have to betray Lil B like that.
Shape Water was Plan A, and we're all surprised and very pleased that Plan A worked, because if it wasn't, Plan B was sporking out his eyeball.